Thank you so much for coming tonight and for being out here, for helping us celebrate what has been a really great year with some really amazing educators and employees that help us do what we do in Murfreesboro City. If you don't know who I am, my name is Trey Duke. I'm the Director of Schools, and I just want to thank you again for being here as we celebrate what I think is going to be a really great night, for the hard work our team has put in, from our teachers to our custodial staff to our ESP staff to our support staff in the building. Everyone has worked so hard, and I think this is such a special night because these honors are voted on by the people that walk the halls with you every day. And that's what I think is so important. When you get Teacher of the Year or Support Staff Member of the Year, it's your peers who see your hard work, it's your peers who see what you do, and it's your peers who honor you. And to me, that's the highest honor of all. So first of all, welcome and congratulations. And let's give one introductory round of applause to all of our people who are being recognized tonight. We have a lot of awards to get to, and so we are going to get started pretty quickly here. I do want to say some thank yous and recognize a few people here before we get started. First of all, Brendan from Cornerstone, we want to thank, they sponsor our event every year, so thank you, Cornerstone, for putting this on for us as always. I want to thank our board members who are here tonight who work so hard behind the scenes to make our school system happen. So our chairman, Mr. Butch Campbell, is here. Miss Amanda Moore is here. Thank you. And then Mr. Wes Ballard as well. So thank you guys for being here as well. Our principals who make what we do possible and the hard work they put in. So thank you to our principals who are here tonight. Our central office staff who's here. I think most have been regulated to the back tables as they probably need to be. So thank you to our central office staff. And everyone else that helps makes this happen. But really, this is about you. And I want to say thank you to you. I love talking about my favorite teacher. And anytime I get a chance, I talk about Miss Murphy, who was my fourth grade teacher. And I always tell people I don't really remember what I learned and what I learned that fourth grade year, but I will never forget the feeling I had in her classroom every year. Miss Murphy was a very special person to me. Again, whenever I get that question, who's that teacher for you? That's for a special teacher. I always go back to Miss Murphy and her fourth grade classroom at Roy Waldron. And what I love about tonight is because tonight celebrates that for you, you're going to be that name, right? You're that name that's going to be said 15, 20, 30 years from now when our future councilmen, our future mayors, our future business people are talking about who's the teacher that made the difference in their life. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for the difference you make. And we're just so proud to honor you tonight. So all that being said, we're going to jump in and we're going to start giving out some awards. So thank you for that. So I am pleased to start with, I get to be the first one on the agenda tonight, which is our Principal of the Year. And so I am really honored to present this because I truly could not think of a better representative of what it means to be a strong instructional leader than the leader we have with Ms. Strevel at Black Fox. Ms. Strevel has been in education for 17 years, with the last 15 of those being in Murfreesboro City. She's taught at Scales. She's taught at Overall Creek. She was the assistant principal at Mitchell-Nilson Primary and Cason Lane. And this is her fourth year as principal as Black Fox. Over the last 4 years, she served as on our district's diversity task force. She has mentored new principals. She's been on the MTSU Council on Teacher Education and the Principal Sunshine Coordinator. But of course, those are great, but what really matters is what the teachers that work for her say. So this is what one teacher emailed me about Miss Strevel. She said, Miss Strevel is a great leader because she truly loves and values every member of the Black Fox family. She has brought back an atmosphere of belief, dreaming, and family to Black Fox. She lives out our mantra of dream big, make a difference, and show up. I am a better teacher and a better person because of her mentorship. Also, as a Black Fox parent, I can say that she inspires our kids to do just what she wants all of us to do, which is dream big, make a difference, and show up. It's not easy to do those things all the time, but she leads us from the front. Miss Strevel is by far the most amazing administrator I have ever had the privilege of working with, and my life has been blessed beyond measure to know her. So Ms. Strevel, we want to congratulate you on winning Principal of the Year. I will say we have a running joke at Central Office is that you never walk out of Black Fox without a smile on your face. So when you visit Black Fox, you walk out with a smile. So Ms. Strevel, congratulations, our Principal of the Year. Yes. Next, we are so excited to recognize from our district office our Supervisor of the Year. And I can tell you that when this was voted on by our principals and our other central office staff, and again, I cannot think of a better representative to represent the work that our supervisors do in this district. And so tonight we want to congratulate Miss Sherry Arnett for being our Supervisor of the Year. This is Miss Arnett's 30th year in education, with all 30 being here in Murfreesboro City Schools. She began teaching in 1991 at Northfield, where she taught 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade for over 20 years there. In 2012, she moved to our central office as our coordinator of teaching and learning, where she worked with our new teachers and developed a mentoring program, new teacher orientation, recruitment, and retention. And then in 2019, she moved on to our director and now our assistant superintendent of curriculum and instruction. She has a record of success as a twice double teacher of the year and former Murfreesboro City School District Teacher of the Year. But again, it's one thing to say all she's accomplished. It's another to hear what people have to say about her. So this is what one member of her team emailed to me. She said, Sherry cares. Her office door is always open, and you are greeted with a smile, what's up, and have a seat. She makes you feel like your conversation is important and offers great advice. She is Murfreesboro City, and her passion demonstrates this. She was a student in this district and a teacher, and now helps run our central office. A principal said, when I work with Sherry, I know I'm always going to get the support, encouragement, challenge I need to do my work well from someone who's always a teacher at heart. She knows just how to help us figure out where we are and how to move to our next steps, whether it's instruction, behavior, leadership. She does all of it with warmth, passion, and understanding. Sherry, we are so proud to have you on our team, and we are so proud to have you represent all of us at the central office. Congratulations, Ms. Arnett, on your award for Supervisor of the Year. We're going to... Yes, sir? Is she a finalist in the category? Yes, I am so pleased to announce that both Miss Arnett and Miss Strevel have been going on to the next round as semifinalists for Regional Principal and Supervisor of the Year. Congratulations to both of them. Okay. And with that...
Good afternoon. It is my privilege and honor to present Rhonda Gore as Central Office Support Person of the Year. If you are like me and you're a little older, you might remember the David Letterman show, and he always did the top 10 reasons why. So I'm going to do the top 10 reasons why Rhonda Gore is the Central Office Support Person of the Year. Number 10, she supports the whole child and everyone in the instruction department. Number 9, she is lightning fast with getting curriculum to the schools. Number 8, detail-oriented with all tasks. Number 7, always a step ahead. Number 6, solid as a rock. Number 5, just a giver, putting those before herself. Number 4, dependable. Number 3, provides great advice. Number 2, compassionate. She cares deeply for every person, simply as checking in with someone when they've been out sick to check on spouses and children. And the number 1 reason why Rhonda Gore is the Central Office Support Person of the Year, she truly is a genuine person. When told she was the recipient of this award, she said, and I quote, "I didn't even know there was such a thing." Congratulations, Rhonda, and thank you for everything you do each day.
Well, this year when they said we need to pick somebody for Transportation Employee of the Year, we have a gentleman, Mr. Joe Golden. He's been our mechanic since 1996. Joe has fixed everything that we possibly could fix in a district, between weed eaters and $130,000 buses. Joe is a type of person, when you think of what you want in an employee, he's just excellent in every category. When you look at his ability, his knowledge to being a mechanic, it's excellent. When you look at, as an employee, his ethics and his ability to come to work, I can't even tell you the last time he called out sick. And as far as just being an overall, just unbelievable person, I mean, you couldn't ask any more for an employee like that. And he's just, if you would see this man fix things and as fast as he can fix them, it's just unbelievable. I mean, I'm going to shed one quick story. We were at MTSU a couple years back. It's pouring down rain and we have a bus broke down. It's just in massive flooding in the parking lot, and he's on his back in the water, crawling underneath of a bus, fixing it so the special needs children can go home. And that's the type of person he is. He's the person you don't realize when you hear a bus breaks down. He's the one running to the side of the road, whether it's pouring down rain and freezing cold. He's just that type of person. He's right behind the scenes. Nobody even knows he's probably here most of the time. So with that, I would like you to introduce Mr. Joe Golden.
It is my honor to present the ESP Staff of the Year and Assistant of the Year. First, I would like to introduce Connor McNeil, who's one of our district-wide ESP Staff of the Year. He has been an ESP staff at Scales Elementary for 2 years and is currently attending MTSU and majoring in integrated studies. While working for ESP, he has developed a passion for working with students and is pursuing a career with ESP full-time. His passion for our program has made an impression on us, and he will be one of our newest ESP site directors to join our team. We are so thankful for Connor's hard work and dedication to our program. He is truly deserving of this award. Our next ESP Staff of the Year could not be with us tonight, but I wanted to say a few words about her. Jayla Hancock is an ESP staff member at John Pittard. She's been with them for about a year. She's an education major at MTSU, and when she's not working and when she's not in class, you will find her observing teachers in the classroom during the day on her own, because she truly wants to grow her skill set and her knowledge for becoming a teacher one day. She's amazing. It's not unusual to find Jayla subbing for the school day, assisting the cafeteria, or mentoring other ESP staff. She is truly deserving of this recognition, and we're proud to have her on our team. And we will pass her award on to her when we see her. And last but not least is our ESP Assistant of the Year. Jamie Parnell was named the district-wide ESP Assistant of the Year. She's been an assistant at John Pittard ESP and has been with us for 3 years. Even though Jamie has actually graduated from college, she still chooses to continue working with ESP because of her love for our program and her love for the children. Jamie is a true asset to ESP, and we are honored to present her with this award.
All right, I'm going to start on the end over here with Miss Christy Lewis. All of these ladies, first of all, I want to go back and say, are just not only great at their jobs and great educators, but they're just good human beings in general, and just so blessed to get to work with all of them. I'm going to start with Christy Lewis, and one of the first things I learned when I came to Black Fox was that Christy Lewis was the data queen. That's what I kept hearing everyone say, but it didn't take long for me to learn that Christy Lewis was so much more than just a data queen. Christy Lewis is the real deal. She is an exemplary teacher, from preparation to planning to delivery of a lesson. She is just top notch. Listening to her, questioning, everything is just so natural in her room. She's not only a great teacher, but she's a great leader. And this year, one of the things I can say about Christy is Christy has led our school through the STEM designation process. And one of the things that we really hoped for was creating an authentic Black Fox STEM culture. And I can say that I think Christy Lewis is the reason why we are where we are at, and just great leadership this year. When I ask her students, one of my favorite things to do, what do you like most about Mrs. Lewis? And their words, two of them, she is just so smart. And I said, well, you're right. She is a smart cookie, and she's so definitely deserving of this award. Miss Kim Inglis is our Teacher of the Year. She's also the District Teacher of the Year. And, you know, all of these teachers, all of our teachers in Murfreesboro City, just fantastic teachers. What I love most about Kim was Kim came to me at the beginning of the school year and she said, Mrs. Strevel, I want to be self-contained. Now, most of you know when most teachers are coming to you for a meeting, they want to be departmentalized, right? They want to specialize in a certain area. Well, she wanted to step out of her box, and she said, I really want to be a self-contained teacher because I want to grow myself in all content areas, and I want to grow myself as a leader for my team. That just spoke volumes to me about who she is, not only as a teacher, but as a leader and a learner, and she has done a phenomenal job. Through that process has been a better team leader, I think, and also just great for her team in general. Kim is definitely, her team would describe her as someone who gets things done when you ask her to do something, like a month before the deadline, okay? She's the first one to get things turned in. But also about Kim, what I love is that she serves in so many different capacities. She's on those district committee teams, but she's also part of those state committee teams. We can't wait to see where she goes because she was also named as a state regional semi-finalist, if I'm saying that correct. And so we're proud of her and wish her the best of luck as she continues on. Mrs. Taylor Puckett is our EA of the Year, and all I can say is the kindest, most genuine person, probably one of the most genuine people at our school. She is quiet, doesn't really seek a lot of attention, but I can tell you we see her and we see the work that she does with our intervention kiddos all the time. And so, Taylor, I just thank you so much for almost being that calm spirit. Just go stand next to her when you need to calm down. And she's positive and calm, and so many great things she brings to our school and our students. Mrs. Barbara Smith couldn't be here with us. She is our support staff of the year, but I definitely want to acknowledge her for her award. She has been with Black Fox for 28 years. And you know what? Central office saw how awesome she was, and they snatched her away from us. So she recently just accepted a position at Central office, but we're so thankful that she's there to help schools and help all of the attendance secretaries and just continue to support and help others. I will tell you that Mrs. Barbara was always the first one at Black Fox, so we are really missing the coffee going and the lights on in the morning. It's a little lonely when I get there, but I'm learning to make the coffee. Also, Mrs. Barbara, the best thing I can say about her is her humor and what she brought to our school in that aspect. Miss Barbara taught me something very important. Not only that she was one of the reliable people I could count on early on in my leadership there, but she also taught me that Thursday was not defined as Thursday. It is known as Friday Eve. So every time I would say, it's Thursday, she would say, oh, no, Miss Treble, it is Friday Eve. And so I don't know if you're in the education world, when you hear that word Friday, there's a certain kind of excitement that gets in you, and you just think, I'm almost there. So that was something we learned from Mrs. Barbara. I can say that all of these ladies truly are a gift to Murfreesboro City, a gift to Black Fox, and just a gift to our profession, and congratulations.
It is my pleasure. I'm Ken Roach, the principal of Bradley Academy. I would like to start just honoring the late Donna Beers, who was our primary teacher. She passed away this December, so just in her honor, if you wouldn't mind, if we could just take a moment of silence, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know our thoughts and prayers are with her family and our colleagues as well. So I'd like to start with talking about Makari Harrison. So as Dr. Duke said, there's that teacher that makes a big difference. And I can talk to you about what a solid classroom environment she has. When you walk in, the kids are engaged, they're having fun, she's decorated and other things. It is just always just such a pleasure with a smile. She's been coaching Bradley for over 6 years in girls basketball and Central Magnet as well. But what really stands out most is one of my first experiences of really getting to know Miss Harrison. Because at first she was a little reserved to me being a new principal there. And as we think about our first in-service day where we had an aquatic event where the teams were competing, and she brought it to a whole new level. She had face paint on, she had the signs, she was dancing. I just saw that incredible energy and the passion of how she rallied the staff. And that same energy and that same passion is what she gives day in and day out of her students. So thank you so much for your service. We appreciate it. Next, we have Kasha Smith, who is one of our educational assistants who's been with us for 2 years. Miss Kasha is an incredible EA at our campus. She is our utility player. She's that person who's willing to do whatever needs to take place on campus, whether it's chasing a student, whether it is helping a student, whether it is helping with lunch or so forth. And what stands out most is she is truly our Wonder Woman. So she loves Wonder Woman, but also is dressed up on numerous occasions and so forth. And we are just so blessed, especially with the number of times that you've subbed in the classroom this year. We're so fortunate to have you as part of our staff. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I am Caitlin Blord, principal of Case and Lane Academy, and I am so honored to speak about our Teachers of the Year this year. I'll start with Miss Amy Walker. She is a first grade teacher at Case and Lane, and she's been at CLA for 4 years and in the classroom for 11. And Miss Walker's high expectations for her students, coupled with the nurturing and loving environment she creates, are really what set her apart. Her classroom is phenomenal. Her students are engaged, but what really stands out about Miss Walker is that her students consistently rise to meet her expectations. Miss Walker's been a key player on our STEM team and led us through the STEM designation last year, and she does a wonderful job of advocating for high quality PBL and STEM practices in our lower grades. I guarantee you, if you want to see the hidden potential of a student come out, you put that first grade student in Miss Walker's class and it absolutely will. So we are so honored to recognize Miss Walker for those things. Our second Teacher of the Year is Miss Christy Timberlake, and she has been at CLA for 19 years. She's been teaching for 23 years. And Miss Timberlake is such a dedicated team player and a champion for her students. This fall, we were unexpectedly looking for a CDC teacher mid-year, and Ms. Timberlake took her passion for neurodiverse learners and went from her long-held kindergarten position into a CDC 3rd through 6th grade position overnight. And since she stepped into that position, the way that her students have continued to grow and develop has been phenomenal. Just seeing her collaboration with her peers in the general education setting, seeing her students grow in their independence has been second to none. And I truly believe it's changed the trajectory of those students' lives. So we're very thankful for her. She inspires her colleagues on a regular basis, as they both do. And we're excited to honor both of these ladies tonight. We also have a support staff member of the year, Beth Valandra. She couldn't be here this evening, but I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge her. She's been at CLA for 28 years. She's our fabulous bookkeeper. She keeps me out of jail, and she shies away from any recognition, but we just want to say that she does all of the work behind the scenes to keep things going each and every day. I also wanted to touch, before I turn things over to the next administration, as Ms. Dreville did, on some things that the students have shared about each of these wonderful ladies. So when we were getting ready to announce to Case and Lane who the Teachers of the Year were, we put together a little video with some students, and we pulled some past students from each of their classes. And so Ms. Walker's students say, of course, she's kind and she's funny, but what really stands out, because we know it's not just the phonics instruction that's so amazing, is that she lets them take their shoes off and sit on their desk. So kudos to Ms. Walker for that flexibility. We know how important that is in first grade. And Miss Timberlake's former student, that one really stood out as well. He said what he loves about Miss Timberlake is how she says, "Ooh, you walking so fast." So we love our kindergarten, first grade, and CDC teachers. We're so grateful for them, and thank you all for taking time to honor them tonight.
Good evening. I am Christina Boone, principal of Discovery School, and I have 4 staff we're celebrating, and I like poetry, those of you that know me in this room for a long time, so I did a little ditty, and we'll see if you can infer to see which is which of these 4 magnificent women. I don't have much time, but I'll give it a try to tell all of you why these girls are so fly. Tracy Giles is my right hand each and every day, ensuring our money is right and our bills are all paid. She is our master of Excel and helpful in all things. No matter the problem, she is the one to ring, and happiness will be what she brings. If you need some support in library, maybe finding a book, Shanna Johnson is where you need to look. She's there to support us in whatever we need, covering whatever it takes to help us succeed. Satisfaction in her performance is always guaranteed. Perhaps she needs some phonics or just want to see how learning is fun. Well, come to Kelly Holman to see how it's done. She's the battery that gives kids energy. She is the sun that keeps kids growing. Her passion in teaching is always showing, and we all know her light will always be glowing. Last but not least is our Melissa Carnes, who welcomes every student with open arms, teaching science and social studies in creative ways, making sure every student knows the value those subjects play. She's a worker and a doer and gets the job done. Even when there's a curve, she'll hit us a home run. Although I'm out of time, I hope all of you have seen that these four special women help make Discovery a very special place to be. And I want to tell each of you, it is an honor and joy to come work alongside of all of you. You, as we say, are remarkable, and you make a positive mark on me and everyone you serve. Congratulations tonight for being acknowledged for all your work. This is just a little piece of what you all deserve for what you do every day. So I'm very proud of you. All right, did you get it? Teacher of the Year, EA support, and of course our bookkeeper, right? We all need those. Thank you.
That is such a tough act to follow. I don't even really know where to begin, so I think we'll start with that little dance routine. Y'all ready? No, I'm teasing. I was just giving them a hard time. I can't tell you how privileged I am to work alongside our Employees of the Year. They're truly a part of our family, and that's really how we see each other at Siegel. We fight like family. No, we don't fight, ever. We just truly care about each other and really think the world of one another. And I am just so grateful to be here tonight with you guys. I want to start by talking about Mr. Davante Kelly. He is no doubt a born leader. He has been with us since he started in ESP, and so we were lucky to hang on to him. He came to me one day and said, I really want to work on building a curriculum for our kindergarten students in ESP to get them ready for the next grade level. And I was like, you're a college student and you're coming to me about building a curriculum for our kids. But that was when we knew he just had such a light, and he is such an awesome and amazing teacher. He is a great leader for his team. He strives to just make us all better and pushes us all. He challenges us in the most positive ways. And I can say whenever I'm in a meeting with Mr. Kelly, I usually walk away having learned something different and new. And I just so appreciate his leadership. And he is a phenomenal teacher. And I really wish that I'd had a teacher like Mr. Kelly growing up. And that smile and laugh are just an added bonus. So we so appreciate you. So let me just tell you about Jennifer. She is truly made for teaching. We were lucky that she started working for us as an educational assistant, and she also stayed with us. So we like to keep our people, you know. We're so glad to keep her. She is a ball of energy, and she brings that into her classroom. And she is able to instill a love of learning at such a critical phase with our fifth grade students that she builds confidence that like no other. And academic performance, she encourages them to do their very best. And I can say that, ironically, as I have chosen education as a lifelong career, my child, you know, is not that into it. And he is in her classroom, and he comes home often very excited about school. And I can just say personally as a parent how appreciative I am for what she has done for my own child's life. And I know that she is making that same impact on all of our students. And that is something that, you know, is priceless and that I'm truly grateful for. And last but definitely not least, We have Miss Deidre Springfield, who we lovingly know as Miss D in our building, and Shannon Helton. And these ladies are our educational assistants of the year, and I do not know what we would do without them. Dr. Rocha stole my word a minute ago about them being utility players. Put me in, coach. They're like, wherever you need me, I'll go. In the year of COVID and the challenges that have followed, they have been so instrumental. They show up every day and just want to know how they can help. Shannon comes to us often in the day. Where do you need me? What do you need me to do? What can I do? What can I do for you? Anytime I need anything or anybody needs anything, Miss D is always so calm and cool and collected, and she just says, I got you, Miss Crystal. So I know, and I know she's got me. So for that, I'm truly grateful. These guys really are the behind-the-scene players that just make us all look better and like we know what we're doing. So I'm going to finally bring this to an end and just say thank you guys for all you do. You deserve the best, and I'm so glad to work with you.
Good evening, everyone. So, the first teacher has been teaching for 8 years. It is amazing to watch what she is able to get students to do. She possesses the same excitement and enthusiasm as she did her very first year of teaching. Her energy is contagious in the building. If you ask her how she's doing, she's going to say, living the dream, but she truly means it. Henry Adams said a teacher affects eternity because you never tell where a teacher's influence stops. Her influence goes on and on. I believe that with all my heart and with all my heart, I would like to thank this teacher for quietly devoting her life to inspiring children every single day. I am proud to announce Miss Olivia Calvo as one of Hopgood's Teachers of the Year. Thank you. The next teacher, she makes students and teachers feel valued. She ensures every decision is child-centered. She will do whatever it takes to promote the success of others. One student said just this week, I need to be in your classroom next year because you can handle me. Ms. Bell is a strong advocate for every child that enters her classroom, and she is not afraid to use her voice. For 7 years, Ms. Bell has changed the lives of every child that entered her classroom. She inspires students throughout the school, mentors and support educators in the school, and throughout the district. We are grateful for her impact she is making on the community and are very honored to welcome her as Teacher of the Year. This is her second time to be Teacher of the Year at Hopgood. So. Everyone knows that this next lady is the gatekeeper of some very important information at Hopgood. She's the coordinator of registration, uploads rosters, tracks attendance, enters demographic information, keeps students' records, tracks substitute teachers, and much, much more. She understands the importance of accuracy and efficiency. Her skills are dynamic. She is the queen of multitasking with a smile. One of our sayings at Hopgood is work hard and be kind, and she does this every single day. It's an honor to work alongside Ms. Siobhan Thomas. And the very last one is Ms. Stone. Ms. Stone was an amazing educational assistant, mentor, and friend that exuded kindness in everyone she touched. She supported students and teachers with a servant's heart. Words cannot express how much she will be missed at Hopgood. We lost her this year. She believed in uplifting everyone in her circle. Ms. Stone was loved by staff and students and will always have a special place in our hearts. We are so grateful for the time we were able to spend with her, and her legacy will live on through our lives she touched. We will always cherish our sweet memories of Jody Stone. In honor of her, I would like to present Staff Person of the Year, or Educational Assistant of the Year, to her daughter, Miss Lindsay Stone. Miss Lindsay works at Hopgood as one of our ESP staff members, so her reflection and legacy lives through Miss Lindsay.
This event is one of my favorite events of the school year. Dr. Duke often talks about like the best of MCS. That's something we hear, the best of MCS. And I feel like that's what we're looking at right here. This is the best MCS. Teacher of the Year is such an honor because it's your peers who see you in the best of times and the worst of times and every day in between, and they chose you to represent our school. So congratulations to all, but especially congratulations to our Teachers of the Year. My first one is Miss Stephanie Stevens. I could talk about her forever, but I'm going to keep it succinct. Simple. She's the type of teacher that every kid deserves. She brings the best out of every kid, gets the most out of every kid. She is fun, exciting, innovative, motivating, and she loves the students. Miss Stevens, I would say, is one of the most creative people I've ever worked with, not just teachers, just creative people I've ever worked with. And as somebody who had their own child in her class, she had my daughter last year, I can say with complete confidence that her kids are better people because of her. So, Stephanie, thank you for being awesome, and thank you for being a part of our school. Second one is Miss Francina Jackson. That's right. She's one of my 6th grade teachers, so we all should woo, because that's really, really big. Miss Jackson is the type of teacher that goes above and beyond for every student. I've watched it on a regular basis. She does whatever it takes to make sure her students are known, loved, and cared for. Being that she is a 6th grade teacher, I can promise you, me and her have walked through some difficult times together, some hard times. And it's during those moments where I watch her selflessly pour out her time and her heart into her students because she wants them to be okay. And I watch it, and it just brings a smile to my face. And I just want to say our school and our students are blessed because of you. So thank you for calling Pittard home. And my last one, I lied to because she wouldn't have come here if she knew she was going to stand up in front of everybody. Sorry, Miss Lisa. This is Miss Lisa, my EA of the year. Miss Lisa is just an amazing human being, just one of the kindest hearts you've ever met. She likes to stay behind the scenes, but she's one of those behind the scenes where no matter where I go, she's always counseling somebody or working with a student during a hard moment or just passing wisdom off to somebody. And she really is one of those glues that keeps our school together. Lisa Thomas, thank you for being amazing. Rebecca High is our support staff of the year. She's in the kitchen, and I grew up in an Italian family. Anytime I ever went to my grandmother's house, I was always too skinny, and she always fed me. And so to have an Italian cafeteria manager who always tells me I'm too skinny and always feeds me is really fun. But Rebecca High, she is passionate about making sure our kids' needs are met. In the summer, she spends her whole summer making sure that the child bus is able to deliver food and whatnot. She just really, really does care about the students of Murfreesboro City Schools. So, congratulations to our John Pittard peeps.
All right, we have a lot of people up here because our school is so fabulous we can't contain them in one building. We've got to split into 2. My name is Robin Newell, and I'm very fortunate to be the principal at Mitchell Nielsen Primary School. And we have a teacher of the year of the primary and an EA of the year. I can't even think of enough great things to say about them to let you know how important they are in the lives of Mitchell Nielsen. We are a Leader in Me school, and our staff really rise to that occasion of being leaders and modeling that for the children at our school. Amy Adcock is our Teacher of the Year. We are fortunate enough to have her. She is our pre-K PLC leader. We have pre-K at our building. We're very fortunate to have that. If you walked into Amy's classroom and didn't see the children, you might think she was teaching high school. She teaches the 7 habits to them, but she treats them like the adults that they are going to become. She wants them to be very independent, and she makes sure that she works for that. We do announcements at school, and the children come up and get to do announcements with me for their birthday or some reward thing, and her kids that come up know what they're supposed to say with no prompting. They don't even need me to do that, and that's because she has fostered that independence in their classroom. And we have 4 expectations that we say every day, but her children have added one to keep your dear teacher happy. She is, and they do, and they're the cutest kids you've ever seen. She does not get mad when I come into her classroom and get the kids all riled up. She just looks at them and they get all quiet when she leaves. Her classroom and what she does in pre-K is the foundation for what we do for the rest of the time there at school. And when our finished product leaves in 6th grade, it starts in pre-K. And we are very fortunate to have Amy with us and leading our pre-K group. How many of you have ever flown an airplane? Not flown, but been in an airplane. You've been to the airport, I know. But you've been to the airport, and I think about, just flew out of Atlanta. We went spring break, and you go to Atlanta, and you see all the airplanes coming in, and they're circling, and they're landing, and some flights get canceled, and some, you have to rebook and do all that stuff. So there's a person in charge of all that, right? The air traffic controller. Emily Sutherland is the air traffic controller at Mitchell-Nelson. She is our front office staff. And, I always complain sometimes if she's not there that my entire front office staff is gone because she's the only one at the primary, the only office staff. So she does, I can't even list all the things, but when she's not there and someone comes in, I say, please don't ask me anything hard. Emily's not here. I'm the principal, but I just work here. Emily knows everything. She knows everything. She knows every child, every parent, remember that's the cousin and the uncle used to live next door and all the things. She does registration and attendance and all the things. Children come in to read to her, and so she's answering the phone and checking temperatures and reading and getting lunches and, oh, you wet your pants? Hold on just a second. All the things. So in this huge puzzle that is Mitchell-Nelson, these are pieces that we cannot replace, and I am blessed to work with you every single day. Thank you for all you do, and please come back tomorrow. All right, now I'll turn it over to my sister principal.
Hey, sister, thank you. All right, congratulations to everyone who is here tonight. You've done a phenomenal, magnificent job. Next year, Robin and I will sing a duet.
Yes.
All right, and dance. So I'd like to first talk about Miss Ashley Walker, who is a natural leader. She loves her team, and her team loves her. She challenges her team to really think deeper and delve deeper, and to do so in the name of children. Miss Ashley Walker also dubs as a cheer coach, and so she's traveling often, but you never know it because when she comes to school, her energy is there for the kids. There's this one kid that she has this year that everywhere he goes in the building, everyone's calling the administration saying, come get him, but not Miss Ashley Walker. So when he's in her classroom, he soars, he does well, and she has the patience of Job. Thank you for that. Also, Mr. Clint Stacks is Teacher of the Year. What a role model he is. He has the ability to take the most timid student who has been broken and made to believe that they have superpowers. He volunteers for everything, me, for his team, and he champions what they do. He works very, very hard to make sure that he is learning each and every day. He has a true thirst for knowledge. He wants to continue to grow, and he has been a level 5 teacher. And so for that, we love him, and he loves his team. Great job. Thank you so much. Also, Mr. Andy McDavid, who is a gentle giant, very dependable, and a real rule follower. He does what he needs to do for kids. I think often the EAs work as cafeteria monitors, but you're not just that. You're like the cafeteria behavior analyst. So you go above and beyond, and you do an excellent job, and we thank you so much. You guys are wonderful.
Hello, I am Yanisha Campbell, and I'm the principal at Northfield Elementary. I'm so excited to be up here with these 4 ladies today, and I promise to be short and sweet. We'll start with our staff member of the year. That would be Nurse Lori. Nurse Lori, step on up, please. Come on. All right, thank you. We didn't know who you are. Wave. Thank you. All right, Nurse Lori. She makes the front office a lively place to be any day of the week. Her matching gym shoes and her scrubs are second to none. She handles all frequent flyers and newcomers with special care. In her spare time, she enjoys spending time with her grandson, her fiance, or playing with bounce houses across the state. We're so thankful for Nurse Lori as she's helped us survive seating charts, midnight dojos, and the COVID hotline. She often works late hours but has not missed a day all year. Thank you, Nurse Lori, for being fun and dependable you. Next, we have Miss Courtney Mobley. She's our EA of the year. Courtney Mobley, EA of the year. She helps out in any area of the building. She's always the first to volunteer to help where help is needed, and she never says a negative word. That's so important. She's Miss Courtney Monday through Thursday. But on Fridays, she's DJ C Dizzle in the cafeteria. Feel free to stop by Northfield any Friday between 10:55 and 12:30 to catch her in action. In her free time, she enjoys spending time with her family or with her sidekick husband, because sometimes they come in, they like to do talent shows and all that fun stuff. Miss Courtney brings a quiet calm to Northfield that we appreciate. So congratulations to Miss Courtney. Northfield is a great place because of you. All right. Next we have Rachel Davenport. She is one of our teachers of the year. Rachel is a ray of sunshine anywhere she goes. You'll never see her with a frown on her face or say a mean word about anyone. You would probably never guess that she's the mother of 4 children, as tiny as she is. She's such a kind soul that left all that was familiar to new beginnings at Northfield to the unknown. Even though she entered the unknown, it was an easy transition for her because she fits in anywhere she goes. Her being honored as Teacher of the Year the first year at Northfield shows what a gift she is to any school. She's kind to the children, staff, and families at Northfield. Rachel's light shines so bright that it makes others around her better. Thank you, Rachel, and congratulations. And last but not least, we have Miss Sherelle Ford Jackson. She's a 4th grade teacher at Northfield. We look forward to looking at her many hairstyles any day of the week. Miss FJ is also what we call her. She's a connoisseur of school lunches. In fact, she prefers school lunches over bringing her own any day of the week. Sure. Miss FJ is known for her ELA test scores across the district, as she has a high bar that she has for all students that they're expected to reach. She will always express herself in any situation, even if it's about how she feels about the way the Teacher of the Year process was conducted. In her free time, she enjoys traveling as a basketball, football, or track mom. Or you may catch her at a New Edition concert with her partner in crime of 27 years, Miss Hollis. Miss FJ is so deserving of this award. She's reliable, hardworking, and well-deserving of the title Teacher of the Year.
So anyway, I'm Jenny Ortiz, Assistant Principal at Overall Creek, and I'm honored to present these ladies to you today. We'll begin with our Teachers of the Year. I have with me here Miss Amanda Turnbow. I can't say enough great things about her. She is absolutely amazing. She is one of our Teachers of the Year, and like everyone else said this evening, Murfreesboro City School is filled with amazing teachers, but Ms. Turnbow stands out as one that is a team player. We all have to be team players in this district, in our schools, everything that we do, but Ms. Turnbow never bats an eye if she thinks somebody needs help. She's the first one there. She's the last one to leave. She lends a hand to not only her students and her team, but administration, front office, other teachers, anybody who she thinks may need help, she's there. We go by the motto at Overall Creek, work hard and play hard, and she definitely lives by that. And when I say play, I mean she builds relationships with the kids. She pushes them. She has high expectations. But when they do well and they meet those expectations, she definitely celebrates with them. She comes right to the front office, Mr. Barch, Miss Ortiz. This baby has done whatever the goal was, and she expects us to celebrate, and we do, and we love that about her. We know our kids. She knows her kids, and Overall Creek wouldn't be what it is without her. So thank you, Ms. Turnbow. We love you. Next, I have our Educational Assistant, or EA of the Year, Miss Mary Bailey. She joined us this year, and she is absolutely phenomenal. Jumped right in a crazy year where EAs have done a little bit of everything. And Miss Bailey, she doesn't even ask any questions. If I ask her to do something, she'll do it. She's taught K through 6. She's run the cafeteria. We started letting our kiddos go outside 15 or 20 minutes into lunch, and she's out there with them walking and playing. This year, she got recruited into helping with testing, and she didn't know what she signed up for, but she has spent the last 2 weeks basically my right-hand man. She does all of it. Anything that I need help with, she's there, and she's detail-oriented. She makes sure everything is right the way it's supposed to be. So I appreciate you, Miss Bailey. We all love you, but man, has she helped the last 2 weeks. She was like, I'll stay with you today till it's time to go to the event. I'm like, you have to leave. You have to go. So thank you. And one more thing. Our other teacher of the year, Miss Anna McDonald, I apologize. She was unable to make it tonight, but I do want to acknowledge her because she is absolutely amazing. She builds great relationships with her kids. Her kids love her. She's kind of that quiet in the storm. So congratulations to Anna McDonald as well. And last but certainly not least, our support staff of the year, Nurse Jen Darling. Can't say enough great things about her. She has had a couple of years, as we all know, with all of the changes and things that have happened over the last few years. She has carried the weight of that. And at Overall Creek, not once have I seen her without a smile. She's happy. She's helpful. She's selfless. It doesn't matter how long her day has been, how many hundreds of kids or parents or whoever have been in there upset or complaining. She's got a smile on her face and she's willing to help. She'll come early. She'll stay late. She's always available. So thank you, Nurse Jen, for being there for us. And thank you, ladies, for all that you do for Overall Creek and Murfreesboro City. We appreciate you.
I am Natalie Hardiman. I am proud to be the principal at Reeves Rogers Elementary, and I am proud to introduce to you 3 of my favorite people at our school. The first one that I'm going to introduce to you is here in the middle, Miss Malia Rankins. Malia teaches 2nd grade at the Reeves. That's what we commonly refer to it as. Malia has taught for 8 years, and the very first adjective that comes to my mind when I think of Malia is intuitive. She is so intuitive. She is intentional. Parents don't come to me in her classroom. Why? Because she's gotten to them before they can even get to me. I mean, she takes care of everything. She's an expert in our building. She helps our new teachers. Classroom management, small groups, transitions, anything you need, you can send anybody in there. But she's very quiet about it. She doesn't let anybody know her secrets until I start telling them. And then once I tell them and it gets out, they're like, can I go visit Miss Rankin's class? So we are so lucky to have Miss Rankins at our school. The next person I'm going to talk about is Miss Brittany Davison. She is our school counselor at the Reeves. Brittany does so much, as all school counselors do. However, I think she's the best. She cares for our students so much. She cares for our teachers. We are working right now to become a trauma-informed school, and she has spearheaded that. And literally, our teachers and our students rely on her for so much. When I think of Brittany, she is delightful all of the time to work with. She is trustworthy. All of our teachers agree. I've asked students, her name is Miss Davison with an S there, and all students come up and go, I can't find Miss Davidson. Have you seen her? Because they're all looking for her. They just absolutely adore her. She is passionate about her job, and we are so blessed to have her at Reeves Rogers. Next, I'm going to talk about Miss Chelsea Phillips. Miss Chelsea, commonly referred to as just Miss Chelsea, has been at the Reeves for 4 years. She runs our front office. And if y'all hadn't heard about her, no, you can't have her because she's leaving us this year. I know. But she is absolutely amazing. She is so forward-thinking. She thinks of everything before I do, and especially in her 4th year at Reeves, she is just efficient, outstanding at her job. I mean, I could not do what I do without her, and we are so blessed to have Chelsea in our building.
Hi, I'm Sia Phillips, and I'm the principal of Salem Elementary. Dr. Duke likes to say that we have the best of MCS, but we like to think that they all reside at Salem. First, I want to start with my Teachers of the Year. The first person that I want to talk about is Miss Kimberly Kell. Miss Kell is a 1st grade teacher at Salem, and one word that I think of when I think about Miss Kell is driven. She has been the dynamic force behind our STEAM work, and it shows throughout our school and definitely through the work that her students do in her classroom. She is patient, she is kind and understanding, yet she never lets go of the high expectations that are a hallmark in her classroom. None of us would be where we are without her vision and drive, so thank you, Ms. Kale. Our second Teacher of the Year is Mr. Lance Piercy. He is also one of the District Teachers of the Year. Unite is the word that I think of when I think of Mr. Lance Piercy. He's not only a PE teacher, he's also a videographer. He's a content creator. He makes us look fabulous on social media. I cannot tell you how many emails I receive weekly about our videos and just the things that he highlights within our school each week. He's an encourager to adults and children. He's a leader and a voice for all that makes Salem unique. If Lance is in the room, you always know he'll bring us together and we'll all be better for it. He does everything with a level of excellence. So thank you, Mr. Piercy. Our EA for this year is Miss Tanya Estrada, and this is her first year with us. One word that I think of is grace when I think of Tanya. She is a one-on-one for one of our students in first grade, and no matter where she is, you will always see her supporting this student and anyone else around her with a beautiful smile. She's got that combination of understanding, patience, kindness, and commitment to excellence that make her one of a kind. And I'm so glad that she joined us this year as a Salem Saint. Next, last but not least, is our support person of the year, who is Lacey Young, and here she is our fabulous bookkeeper. Essence is the word that I think of when I think of Miss Lacey Young. She is the essence of Salem, and she's been a Salem Saint longer than any one of us standing here. She was actually the first person that Dr. Duke hired when he opened Salem. She knows our building, she knows our people, our students and families, our vision, and what we stand for inside and out. She does all the things that no one thinks about doing, and she does them better than anyone. So thank you, Lacey, and thank you, all of you, for doing what you do, and a very special congratulations. We simply wouldn't be the varsity team without you.
Good evening. My name is Maria Johnson, and I'm the principal at Scales Elementary School. And I want to say that I am honored to stand here alongside of these ladies today. But before we start, I do want to acknowledge their families, because in order for them to be Teachers of the Year and the best at what they do, their families had to share a lot of time with us. So I want to say thank you. Let's see, Miss Embry's husband, Kirk, is here, and her daughter, Scarlett, and her son, Luke. So thank you for sharing your mommy. And then Mrs. Sorth has her husband Josh here. She decided to leave her two sons at home. She didn't think they could handle it. And then we have Miss Mabry is here with her husband Dave, and Miss Hamilton is here with her husband Harvey. So thank you all so very much for sharing your wives with us so that we can be best at what we do. I'm going to start with Miss Cynthia Hamilton. Come on up. Miss Hamilton is our support staff of the year. Miss Hamilton, her title is bookkeeper, but she does a little bit of everything. And I want to say we've worked together for 9 years, and over those 9 years, she has become very creative of how to tell me, no, I can't afford something. But I want to thank Miss Hamilton. She's very knowledgeable of her job. She does so many roles at Scale. She's a mentor to students. She's worked the front desk. Right now, she's helping with testing. She does so much to help us be the best at what we do. We could not do it without you, and I'm honored, and I just want to say thank you and congratulations on your award. And we have Mrs. Dina Mabry. Mrs. Mabry is an educational assistant at Scales. I need to be paying her to be a teacher because she fills in almost daily as a substitute. I could walk in tomorrow and ask her to be an interim, and she would say, yes, ma'am. But Mrs. Mabry is one of the pillars at our school. She's always positive. She's quiet, always has a smile on her face. We worked the cafeteria today, and I said, Miss Mabry, is it always this loud? She said, yes, ma'am. But just always positive, and we thank you. Again, very knowledgeable. We could not be the best at what we do without you. I thank you. Everything she does is student-centered. She's driven, and we just want to thank you for all that you do. Come on up, Miss Sarah. Come on up, Miss Thorpe. I told him I could tell him I'm 50 years old now here because I cannot see. I wrote my notes. But I wrote something. I just want to make sure that I say for these ladies. Miss Thorpe has been teaching at Scales. Well, she's been a teacher for 11 years, and she's currently a kindergarten teacher. She's a leader on her grade level team and within the school. Mrs. Thorpe continues to seek out opportunities to grow herself in the teaching profession to enhance her instruction for her students and their learning. Every decision that Ms. Thorpe makes is student-driven and displays her passion for teaching daily through her instruction and interaction with her students. She goes above and beyond daily to make an impact on her students, her colleagues, our school, and our district. Thank you, Mrs. Thorpe, for your contributions to our school, district, and the teaching profession. Congratulations and thank you. Come over, Ms. Embry. I never know from week to week what costume Miss Embry and her team are going to wear. And they put it in their PLC notes to catch to see if I read them or not before I get the agenda, before I get there. But I just want to thank you before I start reading about you for making learning not only challenging but fun for your students. They love you. You bring so much not only to them but also to your team and to our school. So thank you. Okay. Get close. I can see the light here. Miss Embry has been teaching for 12 years and is currently our 5th grade team leader. Although Miss Embry has always been strong in leadership and in relationship building, I have seen her personally and witnessed her over the last 2 years become exemplary in these areas. During these last couple of years, we have been faced with numerous challenges to overcome within schools due to COVID, from academic gaps, increased behaviors, and low morale amongst educators. Mrs. Embry has worked to find new and creative ways to keep her students and team motivated, positive, and safe, while also pushing and challenging her students and her team each day to grow. Mrs. Embry is always positive, has a growth mindset, and willing to do what's best for her students, even when that means more work for her and her team. Thank you, Mrs. Embry, for being an excellent educator, a strong leader within our school, and a mentor to many colleagues. Today's honor is well-deserved. Congratulations.
And I could literally listen to your principals talk about you guys all day, but we're not going to. But I just love it so much. I really do. I always say we always talk about doing what's best for kids, and I truly believe at my core that the very best thing we can do for kids is to put really great adults in front of them every day. And you guys represent that. So thank you so much. I love hearing about it. But I want to take one more quick recognition for our 2 district teachers of the year who we're so proud of, who are representing all of us in this district this year. So first of all, Miss Kim Inglis, I've had the privilege of being in her class several times at Black Fox, and what a great experience it is. But I wanted to say this. I asked one of our instructional staff members who works with Kim, I said, tell me something about Kim that just makes her great. And she said, and this is from our instructional leader in the district, she said, Kim sets an incredibly high bar of instructional excellence, and she regularly pushed me to do better. I know that at any time I work with Kim or see her in action in the classroom, I'm going to learn something new about how to establish high expectations for what our students can learn and do, and how to think critically about our practice and the craft of teaching to help our students get there. So thank you, Kim, for that incredibly high bar. For Lance, I had the privilege of serving as Lance principal, so I am so proud to see him up here, and I know what Ms. Phillips said about him is so true, but I actually reached out to one of Lance's team members, and I said, hey, tell me about Lance. Tell me what you want everyone to know about Lance, and this is what she said. There's not a single person who deserves the recognition of District Teacher of the Year more than Lance Piercy. The calm support he brings to our building each day lifts not only our students, but our teachers and administrators as well. Lance comes to school with the purest of intentions of helping our students to do their best and desire to make sure he's creating the environment for them to be successful. Salem is home to over 1,100 students, and Lance shows daily dedication to connect with each one of them to make sure they feel his true interest and concern for them. Our students trust and respect him because he is fair, consistent, and intentional. In addition, he is a tremendous support to all the teachers and staff as well. He will lend a hand whenever he can and provide that encouraging word. She said, in closing, Lance, thank you for all you do for our school. We are blessed to learn from you, and as Johnny Cash once told Tom Petty, you're a good man to ride the river with, and I would agree as well. So I want to say one more time, congratulations to Lance and Kim, our District Teachers of the Year. We're so proud of you, and we have one more road for you as well. That's right. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Thank you for helping us recognize our teachers. Miss Johnson is right. It is the family that supports them, that helps them be their best. We thank you for that. Enjoy your night. Thank you for coming, and we look forward to seeing you soon. And also, I do want to say thank you to City TV for being here. Thank you, City TV. And I would be very remiss if I did not say thank you to Lisa Trail and Tori Carr, who put on this amazing event for us every year. Thank you, Lisa and Tori, for all your hard work. Have a wonderful night.